Well, we are getting the leading edge, or the first of the rain started from the hurricane that rolled up through the Gulf and up through circled around through the Ohio River Valley, Paducah, Memphis, all that. We're in between Helena and Memphis. We'll be, what is that? Well, we are about 50. We're about 50 miles downriver from Memphis. But, oh boy, I'm getting him some fishing time in this morning. He got it going on, doing some big catfishing. I don't know if that's one of my buddies. Catfishing my buddies. I seen a few boats out getting out this morning. Fishermen out and about. They're getting out. I don't know if I guess it's pre-rain type deal. I like that setup. It's a good little setup of aluminum hull boat with the, yeah, I like that little setup. I like those setups. That's kind of what I've been looking to get me, something like that for my pleasure boat. Oh yeah, I like his setup. That's a little setup. But yeah, you can see the rain. That's looking back towards Helena. And well, what are we about? Yeah, 20 mile up above Helena. Something like that, 25 miles above Helena, Arkansas. There's hunting cabins over there, I think, or fish camps, hunting cabins. Your little battle axe, they call it. Well, that's the navigational light. Battle axe. The Walnut Bend back down that way. But we're, starting to hit the first of the rain. Man, we need it on this lower Mississippi River. We're needing it. Boats been running the ground the past few days and traffic delay and all this stuff. But I'm thinking with this rain that's coming and circling around through Ohio River Valley like it is, Tennessee will be putting out, all them rivers on the Ohio will be putting out. And then, if you get a little bit of rain on this lower, where it'll hold up a little bit, maybe it will be a sustained little rise. That's it. I hadn't looked at river stages, the predictors with all this rain that we're getting, but I'm kind of curious. I imagine that sand's going to be covered up here shortly, or a lot of it anyway. You see where we've got marked on charts, cutting right across here. When the water's up, when the water's up, we can run across all that stuff. So you can cut across right in through here. That's how we've got charts marked and stuff to where we can see where we can run at different stages of the river. But basically, cutting right across through there. Now, water had to be up pretty good to do that. But we when the water does get up high enough, we can cut across that right there. Which is as low as it is now, that almost seems impossible looking at it. But because I can't even see up over the top of some of that stuff. But that's the difference in water levels compared to what we are now to where it gets to be. You figure Memphis at 35 foot, and we're like minus what, I don't know, what it was, -9 or -8, something like that. So that's 40 foot of water. Well, this boat's 44 foot in the air from the top of the wheelhouse here. So, from the top of the wheelhouse. That's 44 foot. Let's see, mast up, mast down. That's 40 from the mast up. So it's actually mast down. The top of this wheelhouse is 40 foot. So, say Memphis is at 35 foot, and you had, it's at -8, 9. So, about pretty much from the top of this wheelhouse is where the river level is when it's up. So, there's that. About 35, 40 foot extra water that we run, and you can just imagine what this river looks like with that much more water. The volume is just it's crazy to see and think about that much extra water, but yeah, that's what we deal with down here. Fluctuating river conditions. So when folks ask me how deep it is, well, look, it's extreme low water, and I'm getting up here close to the bar, and I'm 35, 40 foot of water. But the thing of it is it's narrow. There's a lot of different factors in it, and folks talk about, the depth of the water, how deep it is. They always ask me how deep it is. Well, from right here, I'm getting 27, 30 foot right here. Now, if I get over on that buoy, it might be closer to 12, 14 foot. I get over here, it might be closer to 60, 70 foot. So there's a lot of variables. That's what folks ask me how deep the water is. I go, it's I'm almost deflated with that type of question, because that's literally what my job is to know where the river is. And it's hard for me to say, because in this spot right here, like I said, inside the channel, we're not talking out of the channel, because obviously you get over there, you're going to get to 2 inches of water, but you get close enough to the bank, reality, a foot, but inside the channel, inside the buoy line, I'm probably thinking, 12 to 14 foot the closer I get to that buoy right there. Whereas, over here it could be, 50, 60 foot. So that's kind of what we're dealing with. And I'm 28 foot right there, right here. So, that's when folks ask about river depth, it just all depends on what the river gauge is, and it constantly changes. You read Life on the Mississippi River by Mark Twain, and when he gets to describing the river and how it fluctuates, the same stretch of river is different each day, and it's different north as it is south. So, it's a constantly changing thing that we deal with out here, constantly changing river levels. That's the major part of my job, is knowing how deep it is in different places and knowing where we can run. These charts help a lot. We can see the bottom and stuff, but back in the day, paper charts, there was just you had to go marking that stuff up yourself. That's why I value my original charts that I have marked up. That's how I learned the river. There's a lot of different reading the river and understanding how things are, how the bottom reacts, and you get lots of different things. But understanding how a river is and being able to read the river, that's a big part of my job. And knowing that's outside of boat handling, it's the most important part of my job, is knowing the river. You get your boat handling down good enough, though, you can pretty much run anywhere. I've like somebody was asking about that Yazoo River I was running the other day. I'm not familiar with it, but I've spent a lot of my career being lost on rivers. But I've got my boat handling down, and I understand enough about different places, and I can get enough information on it that I don't have any problem. I'll pretty much run anywhere I need to be. That's the whole thing. When I started my career out in the wheelhouse, that was my goal, was to be able to not have any limitations as far as my ability. I feel this day I can run any vessel in any river, any water I can run in. We'll go see what's up with them. But yeah, just cruising up the creek. Cruising up the creek. Here, battle axe, they call it. See, battle axe. But we'll be Memphis later on today, this evening sometime. So, rainy day. I just looked out my window and saw Dredge going by. What Dredge is that? That's the Jadwin. That's my young man that got off here last trip. Rode that Jadwin. And I think they've been dredging up there about Mississippi. Cruising by, and the rain coming. We've been getting rain since this morning, and it's a welcome sight. It's that hurricane circled up through the Ohio Valley and Tennessee Valley, and that'll all dump. And then in the upper end of the midsection of the lower Mississippi River, we'll be getting some foreshore river rides. Much welcome. Well, look at all the little, those are, looks like sparrows, look like barn sparrows out there. They are going at it. They're getting some food out the water, I guess. I don't know. They're circling around. They must be getting, I think those things, probably some bugs or something are out there flying around getting, because they're not touching the water. I'm zooming around. Yeah, they're not hitting the water. They're just circling around. My rain on the outside of the window is probably keeping me from getting. But that's the Jad one. Yeah, and we're down here at Armstrong. I figured we'd probably get around Cow Island, Armstrong Bar. That's where it looks like we are shoved in here. Right here below Armstrong Bar. We've got a little delay. I'm assuming they opened the river back up there, and they're probably gonna get things going. So that's what we're doing. I'm just in my room. I looked out my window and saw the dredge going by, and it's the Jad one. Anyway, that's where we are. As I look out my window, that's what I'm doing. That's where I was looking out my window. I had my lunch. We had some beans and pork steak that I brought up here to eat, and of course all my goodies. But yeah, just looking out. I'm fixing to go get my workout in, and figured I'd look and see where we was at, see if it's still raining, and of course. Well, so get my yeah, and I've had everybody talking to me about the Starlink. I'm good, y'all. I'm good. I don't need it. I've got that and that packed completely full whenever I catch the boat. So, and that, I mean, I literally have everything that I need and want, and I don't have room for anything else. But my closet, my sock collection. My wife gives me a hard time. My sock collection. All my different socks I've got. I'm a kind of a sock nerd, man. I don't know. Those are my Thunder ones. Hold on. I gotta represent the Thunder. OKC Thunder. What other ones I got in here? Of course, that's my favorite brand. I can't remember those logos or what is it? I can't remember that brand. That's my favorite brand of sock. But yeah, I'm a sock nerd, y'all. And then if y'all didn't see my Stay Classy socks. Stay Classy. I can't remember what the name of the brand is. It's gonna drive me up to the wall now. DW Studio. Yeah. Anyway, I love those things. They're not cheap. They're not cheap socks, but they are definitely good. It's a good brand. It's a good brand. And of course, I color coordinate, with my. Color coordinate all my stuff. These are good too. These are some of the smart wools. Those are some smart wool. It's a real thin, lightweight wool. Really comfortable. But anyway, and of course the Breitling. Woo-hoo. The Super Ocean. Anyway. Yeah, just a little bit of my stuff. My stuff. Workout. See, I did my workout the other day. You can't hardly see, but I'm keeping track of it all. But see, yeah, I'm on the river. Actually on the river. No, Well, we are holding up again. Down here below Memphis. What about 15, 20 mile below Memphis? Well, we are actually 19 miles, or wait, hold on, 10 miles from the mouth of the lake. And then from the right in the middle of the bridges, we're 20 miles. So 20 miles. And the last southbounder we got coming, we've been waiting all watch. We got one right there at the bridges, and that's 20 mile away, and he's making 9 mile an hour. So, a couple more hours at least, unless somebody's stopping up there. But you see all the boats holding up. There are boats everywhere lined up there on up above the bridge. Those boats have taken off, but boats holding up their box heavy vice presidents. And down through here, down by the lake, Inslee on down to Josie Harry Bar, Armstrong, and we are down here at Armstrong Lower, in between Cow Island and Armstrong Lower. That's where we're at. Waiting our turn. Susan K come by. Who's that? Lord bless you, Tar. We got a fair amount of boats still coming. Get my lights off. We can see a little. Well, see. Yeah, I'm getting in shape. Oh, been working out. I've been hitting the weight room. But a rainy night. We've been getting all the remnants of the hurricane. So there's that. But we're just shoved in here, waiting. We've got a boat ahead of us, the company boat, David Work, and then ahead of him's the don't forgot. How is that up there? John Paul Eckstein. I was trying to remember which one it is. Boats have been coming past all night. I'm seeing the rain. We're getting that rise is coming. So we've got water coming. It ain't gonna be low like it has been. I think we got like a 2 foot. It rose a little over a foot a day here at Memphis, and then today, and then I think almost a 2 foot rise for the next few days. And I don't know for sure yet, but tentatively, we thought we were headed up to Cumberland. We're getting a rock run, but tentatively, it sounds like we might be taking these barges and 2 more on up the upper to Clayton, Iowa, which will be really neat because I hadn't been up there in a little while. And yeah, man, that'd be neat. This time of year, some fall colors and lock delays with my drone, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Now that's, things are subject to change at any moment, but right now it sounds like that might be, I'll get it a 50-50 shot that we might be going up the upper, headed up to St. Louis and then on up to Clayton, Iowa. Headed to Iowa. That would probably put me, finish out my trip, get off up there somewhere up in Iowa. Wouldn't hurt my feelings a bit. I mean, I know it's a long trip home. That being said, I might just fly home. If I get off, I can fly out of Quincy. I definitely will check into doing that. I could fly out of Quincy, and I've flown out of Dubuque actually. A little puddle jumper from Dubuque. I've flown out. I think we flew from Dubuque to Chicago and then flew home from there. I can't remember. It's been a while back. I don't know. I have to do some checking on flights. That may be a possibility. But right now, we're on the boat and possibility of headed up to Upper, y'all. So, no, kind of neat. 8:30 this evening here below Memphis in the rain. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. So that's what we got going.